Day 5 on the Appalachian Trail, Penn Shelter. Getting a nice relaxing start this morning and having my morning cup of joe and granola with berries. Slept in the upper level of the shelter last night. That worked out really well. Nice and warm and calm, flat, all those good things. Talk to you later. So good morning. So it's day 5 and we have a warm day coming up. The shelter was really nice. I had the shelter to myself. Chris was in his hammock. I was in the upper loft. It was nice to have the space and room. It was quiet. It was also warm out of the wind. And slept into about 6:30, which is nice. I got going at 8:15. So far the trail has been pretty much this for the first mile, which is well needed, more mentally than physically. You just can walk without worrying about breaking a leg. So let's see. You can hear the noises from the valley here, I think including this morning's outdoor church service, though you just hear someone on a megaphone. You don't really hear the words. And today the plan is about 10 miles to an old shelter site that's now a campsite. We'll see how that is, how we're feeling, how much the trail beat us up between here and there. Make our decision. We have roughly from the shelter 27 miles to Fort Clinton / Hamburg, and it's still a little too early to push 14, 15 mile days, but the packs are getting lighter, the food is going away, and that's good. So anyways, walking into the sun, because in Pennsylvania you hike east. So that's today's update. Okay, so we're 3.6 miles in for the day, and the trail's been lovely, but now this is our rewards for having a lovely trail. Is we're trying to walk through this stuff. Kind of have to watch your step and pay attention. But it's not going to last because we're going to come up to this road, obviously. This is sort of comes and goes on here in Pennsylvania. Okay, so we're at this campsite here, and it's pretty big. It was a former shelter site, and we've done 10 miles for the day. It's a hot day. And we have a campsite in 3 miles and in 5 miles. And it's 4 o'clock now. We just had a nice half-hour rest. And we're gonna push on, see how it goes. Day 5 wrap up. So today we started at Penn Shelter, which was very nice, upper loft where I slept. Got going fairly leisurely around 8:15, I think. And the first 3 miles was very nice, very pleasant, easy road down to a road crossing where there was a power tower, and there was in the comments that there was electrical outlet. So I went around behind, and sure enough, so I was able to charge up my phone and my battery bank, which was nice because they were getting low, both of them. So then Chris came and we charged up, And then we proceeded north, and as we got close to the 501 shelter, the rocks really began just before the road, maybe a half mile, and then for 2 miles or better afterwards, and it was just a slog. But we got through it, and the trail got a little better, still rocky, and we were going to a campsite at about 10 miles. And we got there around 3:30. We had some more water, a little rest, talked with a couple that we'd met on the trail, and decided that we would push on to a campsite in 3.1 miles after we'd had a good half-hour break and took shoes off and took some Advil and all that good stuff. And we got there, and it was a little before 5 or a little after 5, around a little before 5. And so we had beef stew for supper, and then it was an okay place, but it wasn't great. And there was another campsite 1.6 miles, so we pushed on to that. So our total distance for the day was 14.6, and we arrived here 6:30. Yeah, 5:30 to 6:30 was our time to do the 1.6 miles. And so the trail is pretty tough. It's not something I want to repeat. But we're making good progress, and we should be in Port Clinton/Hamburg tomorrow, because we're in striking distance, 13 miles, and that's the plan, is to push on to there. So we'll talk to you in the morning. Oh, and we're at some Black Swatara Spring campsite